this is the heavier 3¼ pound, which is closer to the neck end when I originally cut this off. So this has been defrosting for 2 days, and it's still roughly 50% frozen, but on the upside is the outside is defrosted. So what I'm going to do is take it out of the bag, dry the roast and salt it and prepare it for braising. Okay, this is how it looks after I pull it out of the Ziploc. It was wrapped in foil tightly, and then there's still the layer of saran wrap. And after I take this off, I'm going to towel dry it and salt and pepper it. Alright, here's the roast out of the bag. I towel dried it, and actually it's probably 80% defrosted after 2 days, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is just add salt on both sides. And again, like I always do with salt, just press it in. I should say add salt on all sides. Then I'll brown it. Next step is to brown after adding salt. Alright, like any other pot roast, my objective is to brown all sides. Alright, here's the brown roast. On the bottom of the pan, I'm going to put 1 whole onion sliced. And I'm going to add more salt, and I have garlic here. I didn't want the garlic to burn when I was browning it, so I'm going to put garlic on top and rub it in all over the roast. And add pepper now. I didn't want to add pepper too early because that also burns. So, and then I still have salt, and for my cooking liquid I have a cup of broth with a bouillon cube. The onions will actually add a lot of broth or water to the pot, and I'll put it in the oven 250 covered for about 2 hours and check the temperature. Alright, here's the pot roast ready to go in the oven. Onions on the bottom, broth around the side, garlic, black pepper, and a little more salt all over. And I'm gonna just cook it like this, 250, and I put it in a thermometer. Usually I don't, but I'm just curious on how the temperature will how the roast will behave. Alright, after baking at 250 for about an hour 10 minutes, it reached 155, which was my target temperature. I took it out of the oven, and I'm just going to leave it covered for a couple hours. Alright, here's the pot roast. It's been out of the oven for about 3 hours. I took it out at 155, and it peaked at about 167. And I'm going to slowly try to reheat it, but I think what I'll do is slice it and then just add it to some warm liquid to reheat. Alright, here's the roast. This is the center of the roast towards the rib. This is towards the neck. And I'll just try cutting thin slices. And I'll put it in some warm liquid to reheat. Alright, to rewarm the meat, I've heated the broth that I cooked the meat in to 145, 150. I'm just going to drop this in for a minute just to warm up the meat to that temperature, and it should be warm enough to serve. Alright, here's the finished beef chuck roast. Heated up in the broth that I cooked it with. Roasted radishes and garlic, lemon, butter, asparagus. Alright, here's my finished dish. Some of the roasted radishes, butter, lemon, garlic, asparagus. Here's some of the onions from the pot. It's overcooked, but I still like cooked onions. I'm going to give this beef a try. Has a nice roast beef flavor. I kind of got myself stuck in the middle of whether to do a roast or a pot roast. Pot roast, you'd cook it a lot higher temperatures, and then you could shred the meat. And for a oven roast, you'd try to shoot, especially for a tougher cut of meat like this, 145, sort of a medium rare, and I kind of went medium to medium well. Has good flavor. It's not as tender as I hope, but it's actually not bad.